All right, we're live. So we're going to see who's up and running here. Haven't gone live in a while, but I'm out for a walk. It's like, what time is it? Almost midnight in Florida. And I'm out walking around, but it's a nice night out. So let's see who shows up. If anybody shows up. I know it's late. I know all my Canadians are, Glenn and Larry, all those guys, they are in bed at this point. But I'm out walking. I just did 2 walk and talk videos for my other channel. If you don't know about it, Strange Brew Reactions. And I like to take a walk every once in a while just to kind of clear my head, get some ideas. I really want to do something different with these channels. I might be pretty sure I'm spreading myself kind of thin working on 3 channels, and they're all kind of slugging along. But I want to get Music Talk back to what I intended to do with it in the beginning, and that was just pretty much just have fun, show my records. I want to get back to that on that channel. If somebody's up and running, if you just want to say hello down in the comments, say hello. But yeah, just out kind of clearing my head. Like I said, gonna get this channel. I hit the 1,000 mark, and that was cool. I stopped making so many shorts. Gonna get back to the content, but I wanted to hit that 1,000 mark just to accomplish it. And so I'm gonna get back to this channel as far as showing my records, going to record shows, stuff like that. I'm having a lot of fun with my reaction channel. A lot of freedom over there. I even recently did a traffic cam kind of video over there, and that was cool. That was got a lot of views, did pretty good. Just sitting having lunch and recording traffic in Florida, and there's a lot of people like running stop signs. I just did one, just recorded a couple over here, and people running stop sign or stoplights, red lights out here, and one was even a police cruiser. The light turned yellow, and he was underneath it, and that light turned red just before he went all the way through. So anyway, whoever's out there, if you want to say hello, I'll definitely have people up. I'm just out walking around, enjoying the weather. It's late. I might just do this for maybe half an hour and then go back in. But I figured while I'm out here, just finished 2 videos. I'll see if anybody's up and wants to talk, do anything like that. I just went to the record show over in Tampa, and there was a guy that did a video. He was from Orlando. I have kind of mixed feelings about it. I saw the video last night, I guess, and he was, he came down from Orlando, went to the music show, and he pretty much admitted he didn't know a lot about music. He knew, he's a music lover, but he doesn't know everything. And he went into it and he commented about high prices, but he also said, those aren't for him. And he also looked at the bargain bins and all that. And I think he was pretty fair about it. I don't, at no point did I think during his video he was saying, um, these prices are outrageous. I can't believe this. I didn't get that impression at all. I think he was very honest. But I actually know the guy that ran it, and there's another vendor that came down from Orlando, and um, he took offense to it, and I just couldn't see that where he did take offense to it. So I want to talk to him. I don't want to. I'm not saying anybody's right or wrong in this situation. Oh, what are you doing up? You need to go to bed. I'm out walking. So the one person that's actually watching me is my mother. That's awesome. Midnight. Why aren't you sleeping? So you can come up live and talk about music. Um, so I was just talking about, yeah. So I talked to Pat, the guy who ran the record show, and I want to get both sides of it. And I'd like to kind of just, because I did a video too, and I spoke about some of the prices that were there, but I'm always fair about it. I'm like, some of these records are more expensive and they're worth money. And that's also not for me. I'm not going to spend, there's an Ozzy Osbourne album they wanted $900 for. I looked online, that album's going for like, the lowest I probably saw was 500 for the album, but it's osmosis. You don't see it around a lot. Those prices are going to go up. That's just how it is. Um, that's just the nature of it. If something becomes rare, it becomes more expensive. That's all. So, um, So that's what I was trying to get across, and hopefully it came across well. I can see the vendors being sensitive about it because they're trying to make money and sell these albums. They don't want people saying they're expensive. Well, a lot of every video I watched about it, they said, yeah, they're everything started at $40, everything started at $50. But then they also said, oh, but there were bins for me, $5, $10 records, and they went to those. So, and I know somebody who bought, I think one record for $125. So there's people buying them. So I just think the vendors might be, they could be hypersensitive about it because they don't want to lose money. But I think we have to handle it correctly too. We can't go on bashing people and putting them down when they're just out having fun making these videos. So, well, I'm making it to the house around in the corner. So if I don't get anybody else on, I'm gonna cut it short. But like I said, if you want to come up and talk about music, you can come up. Just let me know. I can put a little, how do I do that on here? I think like this. Where did I put mine in? I always get this confused on the phone. I think it's this way. There. So you can hit that little link right there and come up. Unless you're a scaredy cat, you can talk about the. You had pretty good. We had a good conversation one time in the car. You were talking about. Oh, who did you see? Not at the showboat, but you saw somebody live. I can't remember who you said you saw live. Was it the Turtles? I don't remember. Oh, have somebody else up. Who else is up at this time of night? Anybody want to come up, talk, chat? That's cool. I'm going to cut it in a little bit unless somebody wants to come up and talk about music. I'll definitely stay out a little bit longer. Just talk about the Tampa record show that I just went to, Tampa record and CD show. It was a good experience. I wonder how I make this full screen. How do we make this full screen? No. Yeah. I'd like to make it full screen. Oh, have somebody else. Everybody just say hello. Whoever's joining now, the one person that's actually commented is my mother. She's here to support me tonight, even though she should be in bed because she's got to get up early tomorrow. But I put a link down there if anybody wants to come up, talk music. I went to that first CD show. I keep saying it, but I went to the first CD and record vinyl show and had a good time there. I'd really like to go to the Austin one that everybody's talking about, but my life right now just doesn't accommodate those kind of trips. So let me see, make sure there's nobody out there waiting. No, I don't see anybody waiting. If anybody's waiting, let me know. I'm on my cell phone, so it's a little bit different layout. So I don't want to miss it if somebody tries to come up and get on with me. Yeah. So, but if you guys are out there, whoever's watching, just say hello. I want to see who's out there so I can talk to you. But the biggest Austin one is coming up. I think it's in October or something. Concert Buddy's going, and he's trying to get everybody to come out. I know there's some definite people going out with him, but I can't get out there. There's no way I can make a road trip to Austin. So I kind of fit my my record store visits to wherever I'm going. Like we've been to Orlando a couple times, and I was able to get away for a couple hours, and I've hit two. Yeah, I think two record stores in Orlando right now. There's a third one I want to hit that Glenn talks about. Glenn from the basement. There's one there, but I'll have to. I can't do it every time we go to Orlando, but I try to fit one in. And I was able to go to one in St. Augustine last time, and that one made me crazy because I was always looking for a record store there. Well, not always. Past 6 years, I think, that I've been back into records. I started looking, and it always said it was over like, if you know St. Augustine, there's the the main area of St. Augustine, wherever the tourist area, where you know, Flagler College and all the oldest schoolhouse, all those things are. And every time I looked for a record store, it always pointed me over the Lionsgate Bridge, which is like a whole nother direction. And last year, or I don't know when it was. Oh, I saw a video from Melinda Murphy, and she's like, "Oh, I went to this record store in St. Augustine." I'm like, "Okay." Looked it up, and it was literally across from Flagler College. So I know I passed this thing several times. It's kind of set back, so if you're not looking in that direction, you can walk right past it. So I was able to actually just checking to see if anybody's up there. If anybody's trying to get in, let me know. So yeah, I found it and I made a video of that one. It was really cool. The owner or the whoever was in the shop was really cool. Let me film everything, and I had a good time. And then I found out there's another record store. Let's see who's up. Yeah, I'm out. If I don't know if you seen my other channel, I started um, music reactions on this channel. It was called Walk and Talk, and it was literally just taking that theme of, you know, people sit in their living rooms and listen to music and react to it, to a song or whatever. I did that, but I'm like, you know, I need to get some exercise. So I actually started doing a bunch of videos just like this. I get it queued up, hit the record button, and do this walking and react to a song. I actually just recorded two tonight, but it's not on this channel anymore. I'm trying to get, because every one of those you do, you get a copyright claim, not a strike on every one of those videos. So I decided to create a reaction channel for all that. Because this is kind of like this channel, Music Talk, is my baby. So I already had a strike on it, and I just didn't want to take a chance of getting this one shut down. So I created another channel. It's called Strange Brew Reactions. You can get to it from my homepage, and I do all these, and people comment in the, you know, put comments on each one of the songs, and then they give me a song to do. And if I don't know it, or if I'm not, I just did one that I kind of, you know, maybe heard, but I didn't remember. And once I listened to it, I definitely didn't remember it. So I try to keep it, you know, fresh, like first reaction kind of thing. But anyway, I do all those walk and talk reactions over on Strange Brew Reactions. Put them there now, and I keep this channel for, you know, record shows, talking about records, doing this kind of thing. But if anybody wants to come up, I put the link up there. I think I'm looking in the right place as somebody, because at home on my computer, I can see when somebody's sitting down there waiting to come up. And I think I know the right place because I'm on my cell phone right now. So yeah, I'm out of breath. I've been walking around for a while. But part of that other channel too, I started doing a traffic thing, showing people, you know, not behaving well in traffic, and got people running stop signs, running red lights, things like that. I try to keep it, you know, so you can't see who it is, but you see the action. So a lot of people like to watch those also. And, you know, I figure, well, time to time, if I'm just sitting down for lunch or something, might as well go sit in my car on a corner and record this. So I had actually a police cruiser run a red light tonight. So that was interesting. Let's see, just checking again. So yeah, it's I'm trying to see what kind of sticks over on that channel. I did movie reactions. Those are very hard to do, in my opinion. I mean, you're sitting down for an hour and a half watching a movie, and, you know, at my age, all my life, it's been be quiet when a movie's on. You know, don't talk. And it's just the opposite when you're doing one of those movie reactions. You have to talk through the whole thing. You have to comment on everything. You got to keep a flow going, because on YouTube, in order to stay away from the copyright claim monster, you have to keep those clips, any clip, whether it's video or sound, to about 6 seconds. You got to keep it there, and they don't pick up on it. So first movie that I watched was, let me just make sure nobody's popping up here. There is an invite up there if anybody wants to come up. The first movie I did was Spinal Tap. I had never seen it, which is weird. As much as I've been into music all my life, you would think I would have seen Spinal Tap, but I just never did. So the first one I did was that one, and I thought I did really good. I actually what you can do is take the movie and you put it on, you upload it to YouTube, keep it private, and you wait. Like I waited a week on that one, waited a good week to go by, and it didn't have any copyright issues. So I said, okay, I'm going to go for it. I put it out. 2 weeks later, I got a copyright claim on it, just a claim, not a strike. And I went to look to see what happened, and it shows you where the claim exists. And it was like one scene in the movie where I let it run about 8 seconds. Um, Believe it or not, YouTube actually adds time when it's only an 8-second clip inside your editing program. Um, YouTube shows it as like 12 seconds, and that's over the time. And so it got a claim. So that means I would never get anything out of it if I ever monetize my channel. But I did School of Rock, did it perfectly, and to this day, there's still no copyright claims on there. So I was able to do that one correctly. But yeah, just learning experience. So I like to put in a lot of my videos clips of songs when I'm showing you a record, and I tell you, I mention a song name. I like to put up a quick clip. It's only 6 seconds. So you get an idea of that song. Sometimes it's a song you haven't heard in a while, and you're like, oh, I remember that song. Or it's one you haven't heard. I did a Barnes and Noble video and showed the store. And when I was editing, I realized there's a lot of albums I was showing of bands that I've heard of, but never heard. So I started throwing clips in there, and it educated me on what these guys, and actually some of the songs I knew from these people. I just didn't know, I didn't put the connection of the band to the song. And a lot of people like that too. I got a lot of comments like, oh, that's cool. I like what you did there. So, this whole thing's a learning experience as far as what you guys want to see. Me trying to make videos of stuff that's going to entertain you. So that's why I'm always trying to stay in touch in the comments and get a feel for what everybody's looking for. It's not a thing, you can't please everybody, all the time. There's people that there's opinions that get in the way. But as far as what people want to see, I try to provide that. Because I'm the amateur. I'm the guy that would put on the album to just enjoy the album, maybe know the lead guy and a couple things, but that's about it. And as I got into this community in the VC, I realized how many people really knew their music. And at first I felt like, oh, I should even be here. But I got past that and said, look, I know what I know. I still have a love for music, want to talk about it. So I'm just going to get on and do my thing. You're going to have your experts out there. You're going to have your amateurs. But as long as the passion's there, it's always a fun thing. Let's see. At 6 a.m. Pacific time, I have Rachel muted with a stereo blasting, and I'm indoor walking. So okay, so you're watching, Rachel? Well, it's 6 a.m. Pacific. Okay, okay? So you're up. Okay, so when she comes on, right. So she comes on at 9 o'clock my time. So at 6, I understand why you do the muting. If I catch your drift here, because she usually, if she's going to start with any politics or anything, she's talking at that point. And so she even tells you, I'm going to get it out of my system in the beginning part of it. And then, and I had to leave. I don't see, and I don't get into politics or religion on here. I'll just say I don't agree with her politics, and I don't want that to. It affected me at one point where I had to stop watching her for about 2 weeks, get it out of my system, realize she has these beliefs and I have my beliefs, and realize I need to just not go on in the morning. Kind of wait, see once people start coming up. Now, if Mazzy gets up there and he starts talking politics with her, I like to watch that a little bit. But other than that, I want to keep the politics, religion, all that out of this stuff and just talk music. I don't even mind when she gets on other subjects. Sometimes you get into personal things of people that come up on the panel or the peanut gallery. That's fun. It's a Jerry Springer show almost. So it doesn't always have to be music on there. Although I think she does pretty good getting a lot of people up there. As far as just all different types of people from all over the world and their experience in music, and they talk about music that you've heard about, but you don't really experience. And they make you, I'm always writing down stuff going, I need to check out that later. Why haven't I checked out that song? Who does that? So she really does open the door. And when I first started, I've been on this for about a year and 3 months now or whatever. Um, Nervous as hell. She invited me up. I'd only been doing YouTube maybe 4 months, 5 months, and she brought me up. I got a bunch of subs off of her. She's the one that, you know, mentioned the dreaded shorts, but it really helped my channel. But she's just really a supporter of all the channels. She brings everybody up. Yeah, she likes to cause a little mischief here and there, but you can't take it seriously. You know, if you haven't figured out the wax by now, he's just up there having fun. He's going to push people's buttons barely, just in a playful way. You know, it's, I don't know. I do like her channel, and I do like the community in there. But yeah, you stay away from that 6 a.m. hour, probably 6 to 6:30 or almost 7 sometimes. Just come on when the politics are done. But yeah, it's a good time. But she's really great at promoting channels, which I really like, and I think that's what we all should do: support each other. I don't like, the snobbiness sometimes that goes on in the VC. Oh, they don't know anything or whatever. It's like, hey, you still got this person who's enjoying it, having a good time, doing their videos and talking about music. And I think she's very good at knowing people's limitations or experience, and she's pretty good at bringing that out. She's an intelligent person. Can't deny that. So yeah, can't believe I'm still out walking. You guys are keeping me up. So I did put a link if anybody wants to come up. Definitely welcome to come up. I think where I check is over here. And I don't see anything. I don't see anybody trying to get in. So it is open for you guys to come up and just talk about whatever. I'm going to walk around for another 20 minutes or so and probably go in. But if you guys have any questions for me, are you guys creating videos too? Jim, record collection news. Okay. And I apologize. Sometimes I don't, a lot of people put, there's that What the Jim kid over in England, and I like him, but his name's not Jim, it's something else. So it always confuses me. So I started making a little list of names that I can't access right now. So when I see somebody's channel name, I can relate. I can look and go, oh, that's this guy. So I try to keep mine nice and simple, Music Talk with John. It's, who I am. So I try to do that. But yeah, so when I went to that CD show, the vinyl and CD show in Tampa recently, that was a good. Oh, there's Nick. Now, Nick, you coming up tonight? Yeah, thanks, Nick. Yeah, it's been a while. Let me know if you're trying to get in. I think I know where to let people in. Just out walking around, doing my thing. But yeah, I went to the Tampa CD and vinyl show, and I was saying earlier before people came on that there's I know the guy that ran it. He used to own the record store I go to all the time. So I went, and there was another guy from Orlando that did a video. Let's say, oh, there you go. You guys are talking, cool. There's another guy from Orlando came down, did a video, and he mentioned the prices, but I don't think he was doing it in a discouraging way. He just mentioned the prices and said, yeah, there's some big albums that are, wow, a lot of money. He was saying, I'm not saying that they're not worth it, but he was looking for like more of a bargain kind of thing. And but some of the other vendors that were there saw the video and they got upset and said the guy didn't know anything. He's an amateur, and and I just didn't see the video as being a hate piece. It was a guy that has a good time. He talked fondly of it. At the end of the video, he even said he had a good time, found some bargains. So I reached out to the guy who ran the the guy that I know that runs the CD show, and I told him, maybe we can do a video here, because I did one too. And I went to this guy's booth that was complaining. I don't know if you've seen my video, but I literally, we pointed out some albums, like an Ozzy album that was like $900. And hey, Malaya, good to see ya. Talking about the vinyl and CD show I went to. Anybody wants to come up? Well, yeah, this is a good time for you to come up. There's like just 8 people in here. Get up here and talk to me. And I haven't seen a video from you for a while. What's going on? So I thought maybe I reach out to these vendors, these record vendors, and get their point of view, and maybe even watch the video with them and say, hey, I don't get where anybody's being negative. Look, if there's expensive albums, we're going to talk about it, but I'm just going to mention it. I'm not going to say, well, that's ridiculous. That's, they're ripping people off. I would never say that. I don't think that's what this guy was saying. And it got to, what is it? Off work. Sorry, I'm going to read your comments for a second. Yeah, long time no see. I see you every once in a while in the peanut gallery. So it's good to see you up and running. I think you did something on Tina Turner. I have to watch that. Or I can't remember if you did a short or a video. I've been really busy lately trying to keep up with everybody's videos at the same time. Yeah, I haven't had to drive the film. Yeah, well, we've talked about that before. You do it when you're motivated, because if you try to force yourself while you're doing a video, it just doesn't come across. There's no energy in it. So I got you, but I think you have a lot of stuff to share with people. So hopefully you're going to get your mojo back here. Oh, I think I have somebody down here. It's probably Nick. Yep, it's Nick. Hold on a second.
Hey,
Have you up?
there we are.
There we go. All
Good,
right.
good almost morning.
It is here. It's I think we passed the midnight hour here.
Is
Let's
it?
see.
They're not
Yeah,
going
we got
to run you in as
12:26.
being a stalker, are they?
I don't know. Nobody's called the cops yet, but yeah, I told you I was doing that video out here just shooting traffic, and a cop ran a red light like big time, because I was sitting there with the camera focused on the light and it turned yellow, so I hit record. See, I could hear a car just like hitting the accelerator. So
Yeah.
I'm like waiting, and right when he passes it, the light turns red, and I go, "Oh, that's a cruiser," but no lights, nothing like that. So
Oh no.
not
No, you
doing the
don't
right
have
thing
time
out
for a
there.
light. Yeah.
No, yeah. But I catch a lot of people on that. I'm having a good time filming those, and people seem to enjoy it on my other channel. So I
Well,
was out
that's
doing
good.
that tonight. Yeah.
As long
So
as you're not showing plates.
no, I try to keep it at a distance. Yeah, I don't want to, point
Yeah.
people out. I'm just showing the
Yeah.
traffic, because people, for some reason, will sit there. I mean, there's hour and a half videos of people running lights in traffic, and people sit there and watch it. So,
Is that
you know,
cool?
if they want to do
Right?
it, I have fun filming it while I'm like having lunch or something.
Hey, I think the Wax filmed a window pane with rain hitting it for on a 24-hour loop.
Okay, so that he did that to get his hours up. I think he hit his
Right.
subs, and
Yeah,
then
he
he did
did.
that to get the hour, right? So I'm like, I did it like in a sneaky way, and everybody got confused by what I did. I took a walk and just filmed my walk,
Yeah.
and actually there was a cool shot in there because I found a stingray going underneath a railroad track, so I filmed
Oh,
the
cool.
stingray. Um, so I did that just to see if people would watch it, and I think Glenn from the basement was the only one that commented. He's like, what is going on here? Nobody knew what I was doing, and I was trying to do like wax and just get my hours up because I haven't hit the
Right.
hour.
Yep.
So I was trying to
Yeah.
be
Hey,
sneaky.
whatever it takes, right?
Yeah. So yeah, it didn't get many views, and I thought, there's videos out there also where people are just there's one where it's just rain falling, and
Yeah.
sometimes it's just that sound so people can go to sleep to it. And there's one where people are talking over the rain and all that. So I'm like,
Oh,
huh. But I guess mine wasn't relaxing enough. So
yeah. I, I haven't had time. There's one I need to film though, and it's for a specific group of people. They're not YouTubers, and it's another audio forum, and they just don't get. They're saying, it's too much work to play records, and they're only good for so long, and then they start with the snap and the pop and all this. I'm like, what is wrong with you? You're crazy.
yeah,
So I'm saying that to myself. Like,
right, right.
and I typed to him like, I don't know what you're talking about, because
Yeah.
I don't
Well, and it's
have that
funny.
problem.
No, and when you get a large enough collection, I mean, you think about how many times you really play every album, unless it's a really a go-to. So they don't really get played that much. If they're protected, dust doesn't really get to them. So they'll,
But even if you
yeah,
play it over and over and over, as long as your system's set up right,
right.
it's not a lacquer. You're not degrading it every time you play it like
Yeah,
a
that's true.
lacquer, you know?
Yeah,
So it's, and if you can hear the difference between the 10th play and the 50th play, well,
yeah,
God bless you.
yeah. I'm not that guy. I'm a little more protective than I was when I was a
Yeah,
kid and just threw the stuff
yeah,
around. Every album I have has a sleeve now, but
right.
yeah, I'm still not that guy going, oh, I don't think it's as loud as it used to be, you know?
No, no, I'm not that guy, and I'm getting
Yeah,
older, and my abilities are slipping, and that just comes with age. There's nothing you can do about it. But
yeah,
the format, I get a new record in, I cut her open. I Now if it's a new record, I just run it through the ultrasonic.
okay,
If it's a new used record, and it looks kind of rough, I'll run it through the Okinoki and then the ultrasonic. Re-sleeve it and then put a new jacket and never put the LP back into the jacket itself.
yeah.
Just slide
Not,
just slide it wrong side.
yeah,
And you're
I started to do that because I noticed I would just get a record, put it on, but every time I played even a new record, it would get like a big dust buildup on it. Just from packaging or whatever.
yeah,
So I do run. I don't have a fancy cleaner. I even have one of those wet ones that you kind of just spin around,
yeah.
and but those work great. It works. I could see all the crap coming off of it.
Look, I started with a spin clean, okay? Well,
Yeah, that's
actually,
what I have.
I started with some spray and some terry, some old micro fiber cloths,
Yeah, you don't
basic
wash it
as
in a
can
sink.
be.
You don't put it in a
No,
sink like
don't.
Rachel,
No, I don't watch. No,
or
I throw mine directly into the dishwasher.
yeah,
It's
Larry Graves used the Brillo pad.
but and then over time, then I found a good deal on an Okinoki.
Okay.
I was like, well, that's a lot, but I've seen some LPs that I thought were shot that got back because I was able to scrub it with was it a lamb's wool brush,
Hmm.
and you foam it up with of course the I use Patrick's chemical chemistry, and after I do that, I rinse it. But I'll do it on the Oki, and then I'll run it through the ultrasonic, and it's done. It's good for the rest of my life, and whoever
Yeah,
gets them when I'm done. You
yeah,
know?
yeah. It's got to be better for the needle too to clean it out, get it out of
Oh,
there.
sure. I
Because
don't believe.
sometimes there's that little bit of plastic, not plastic, but vinyl that sticks up, little strings of it that get around your needle. So, yeah, I
Oh,
think it's a good
yeah,
idea. It's a good
yeah.
idea to get them cleaned. Yep.
I'll usually, if I find that there is that little sharp edge, I'll wear it down a little bit, try to get it off of there. And sometimes it just comes off in a peel, and other times it's just a sharp edge and not a whole
Yeah.
lot of. Yeah, don't worry about it.
Let me
But
see. We have some comments.
I'm not a believer in uh, getting my needle wet. I use blue tack,
Right.
and that was recommended by a gentleman in New York that has a high-end needle shop, audio shop. Uh, Long Lang, I can't think. Anyway,
Yeah. Yeah.
I believe in what he says, so I do that. And of course, I take the dust off it when I get ready to drop the needle. So
Yeah. There's definitely
outside of
no.
that,
There's definitely a lot of opinions on it, but no
yeah,
proven. Well, I mean, I guess you could say there's proven theories, but everybody's going to find a different way to do it. Whatever
I,
they're comfortable with, it's their collection. So,
whatever feels good in here,
yep,
you're good.
exactly.
You know.
Yeah, Malay, I'm going to throw a kegger. Yeah, because I hit that 1,000. I worked hard. I was doing two shorts a day for like 4 or 5 months. And yeah, it got the subs in, but Glenn from the basement was right. It really didn't help with the views. So my views didn't really go up. So
Oh,
that didn't
Patrick's
work out.
here. Oh, hey, Patrick.
Who do we have?
Uh,
Let's see.
Okay, Jim wants to send me a paper. I don't know what paper.
I don't know. He asked. I think he requested something earlier. I forgot I could bring these
Um,
comments up. I got so excited.
Well,
Uh,
he asked me. He
yeah,
said,
yeah.
Seriously, Nick, please let me send you my paper." Sure. Uh, Patrick has my email, if you know Patrick. I think you have my email, don't you, John? I don't know if you do.
I don't know. I don't think I do.
No, I
Well,
don't think so.
yeah. We'll have to. You have to put it in
Well,
the or private
if
chat.
you could, yeah, I don't know how to do that because I don't see it on here,
Oh, okay.
and I'm on, yeah, I'm on StreamYard, and I still don't see it. Last time I hit more, I dropped.
Oh,
But if you go to Critics' Choice Zenlaw, that's my business. Drop me a
okay.
line there.
Okay.
Everybody's a critic. Everybody makes their choice, and Cenlaw stands for Central Louisiana. That's my
Okay. Cool.
business address. And so,
Gotcha.
and then I'll reply with my personal. Yeah. So if anybody out there wants to reach out to me, but
It look. It looks like
yeah,
Jim and Patrick are meeting up somewhere.
yeah.
Um,
Patrick had a sale yesterday. I was my usual laggy self, but
yeah.
didn't have a lot of records I bid on, but I bid on a few. Uh, Different taste this time for, but other people were happy, I'm sure. Hi,
Is that?
Malaya.
Yeah, I think that was the auction somebody
Sunday.
was talking about recently, and it like had a really lot of good stuff, right? I didn't see it, but um, people were commenting about how much like great like material there was, like albums to buy.
Patrick
So,
always has good stuff. I think he said he has enough for four, 3-hour streams or something like that. So
oh wow,
yeah, he's good. But,
there's your
uh,
hello from Malaya. It's always good to see her up in here.
yeah, always.
She's she's got to get some mojo going. She hasn't had
Mm,
the inspiration to get some videos going.
yeah,
So it's
yeah,
tough. I mean, I get it. Like even this, I probably wouldn't be doing this unless I got out and started walking around and getting some energy going.
yeah,
Because if I'm sitting in the garage or whatever, I'm ready to go to sleep. I'm like,
yeah.
I'm done.
My issues time, like it
Yep.
always is. Yeah,
Yeah. And
just
like, I always have, I think I've told you before, because, I have a daughter with a disability
yeah. I was going
and
to
she's
ask how
prone.
she's doing.
Yeah, she's doing fine.
Cool.
But prone to seizures. So it's like,
Yeah,
my wife's trying to sleep at night. So I keep a monitor next to me when I do these live streams.
yeah.
So I always have to keep an ear out. But tonight, um, my other daughter's up late. So I'm walking around.
Cool, cool.
School's out. So that she's hanging out playing video
Yeah,
games online. So it's pretty cool.
yeah, yeah. I have
Yeah.
family on the East Coast. They're not out of school for 3 more weeks, and they're out of school here already. This past week, I think they were out.
Yeah, hers ended about 2 weeks ago, and
Yeah,
we went to a lot of. She went to the early college thing, so we went to like there was a medallion ceremony, and then she
oh,
graduated from
cool.
a junior college with an AA, and then a week later she went and graduated from high school. So busy
You
kid.
don't you don't look old enough to have a child that old.
Oh yeah, no, yeah.
I
Actually, we had
didn't.
them late too. So
Oh, that's great, man. That's awesome.
yeah, yep. I'm enjoying my girls.
Yeah, good.
What did Malaya put here? Or no, this is Jim. I visited my son in San Francisco Thursday, and apparently records are out in cassette. You know what? I've heard about the cassettes. I have a friend that's been collecting cassettes for years, and
Yeah.
he's chomping at the bits for this thing to come around again. A lot of
Well, that'd be
you know.
great because I have a boatload of cassettes from the 70s.
Okay,
Yeah, I mean, let's see. I guess the beginning of this. Well, actually, yeah, beginning of the 70s through up to the early 80s. So that's
that'd be
10
good.
years. Yeah. I don't
Yeah,
think I have a ton of them, but it's probably a few hundred.
the kids these days, they want that retro thing. They've
Yeah.
never had like physical media, and I think they're understanding why we like the physical
Yeah.
media. And they want to, the thing is, you got to find a good tape player. I don't think
Yeah.
it's really caught up
Big,
yet.
big dollars for those now.
Oh yeah. Now I have a little retro one, looks just like one I had when I was a teenager that I got from Best Buy,
Yeah.
and the tape player doesn't work well. It doesn't record that
Uh,
great. but it's just kind of cool. It runs off of Bluetooth, so it's strange.
Oh,
But it's just cool to have that and kind of look over and go, I remember putting my radio at the end of my bicycle and cruising down the street, blasting my Billy Joel at everybody.
yes. See, I didn't have any of that stuff when we had cassettes. The end of 8 tracks and cassettes were in, but they weren't in cars yet. They were putting 8 tracks in at
Okay.
the time. Yeah, I mean mid 70s, right?
Yeah. So I was like mid 80s, growing
Yeah,
up,
yeah. It's a
so
different decade. Yep.
yeah. Yep. A little more portable, just on the cusp of the Walkman and all that stuff. So
Yeah, yeah.
pretty cool. So
Now,
Malaya's making a funny video tomorrow. I'd like to see what she's gonna do.
oh, cool.
You gonna get the Brillo pad out, Malaya? You gonna
Oh, there you go.
you get the screwdriver and run around your
Oh
groove?
no, get the power sander or the
Yeah, there you
disc
go.
sander on a drill.
Smooth it out like nice and yeah, there's no
Yeah,
rings.
yeah. Some smooth jazz, huh?
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Oh,
Literally smooth jazz. That's funny.
right, right. Oh yeah, there's a lot of fun to be had there, Malaya. Absolutely.
Let's see.
Gonna look forward to that.
So where did you say?
So,
Did you say where everybody's going here? Because there's conversation about where everybody's going. So I'm curious.
I don't know. Well, Patrick's, I think, well, he was visiting Texas, where he's from, but he lives in California.
Okay.
So,
I don't know if it was earlier in the chat or not. But I'm walking, making sure I'm not running into
right.
a gator or something out here at night.
Yeah, no kidding. I'm looking back.
It's gator meeting season too, or mating season. So you can hear them out there at night. Don't go near the ponds right now. Let's see.
Yeah.
Where's everybody staying? Jim is much older than us. Well, I like to know that there are older people than me. It makes me feel young for a second.
Oh yeah.
I'm around too many young people, and I'm like, I see my daughter just getting a driver's license and all this, and I'm like, oh my god, how did I get to that point? I remember getting my driver's license.
Now, hey Jim, are you Bobby 5 old? Are you Rachel old?
Fern is saying hello. I think she's sending us emojis that we can't see. I think she's waving hands at us. So Fern's saying
I have
hello.
no idea. Smooth. Oh, okay. Oh yeah, Fern. Yeah, there's a bunch of little characters. Hi. Hi,
Yeah.
Fern.
Let's see. Going to ask, have you?
Yeah, that's right, Patrick. Have you learned anything? That's the
Yeah.
question, Patrick. Have you learned anything from Malaya's filming? I'm
You
sure you
know,
will.
who's
Not.
who? Yeah. Who's funny is like what Larry Graves, man, at the Canadian Stud Buff, and the stuff and people just don't get his sense of humor. I mean,
I don't know him. I don't think I
oh
know
no,
him.
oh you got to
I,
get on there and check him out.
dude,
He's been on forever.
time I run a family business, so
Yeah.
yeah, a lot
Same
of
here.
hours there. Look,
Yeah.
today was actually I work with my wife, my whole family. Whoop, and you're gone. Okay, I'm live. Okay, so had a day off today. Oh, there you are. So actually, so I work with my family, work with my wife, and today, we had Sunday off, which is normal. Today was an extra day. We spent the whole day together, not at work. Can't hear you. You're muted there, John. And it was so wonderful. I enjoyed my wife's company so much, and because it just wasn't the norm. There you are. Here, crickets now.
Yeah. Sorry, I was. My wife just called, and I'm on that
Oh,
phone, so
oh,
the
okay.
dog's barking for some
Everything
reason.
okay?
Yeah. No, it's cool. The dog was barking.
Okay.
So, and I'm not
So I
even walking
was
by my
I was
house.
trying to entertain and tell people about
Okay.
my wonderful day with my wife today that we worked
Oh,
outside and it was almost 90 degrees, so it wasn't too hot, not too cold.
yeah. During the day here, it's getting. I mean, right now it's really nice. It has to be probably mid 70s, low
Yeah.
70s. But
Yeah.
during the day, it's Florida, so you're talking
Yeah.
95, 100.
Um,
You
yeah.
step outside and you're just drenched.
This is Louisiana. I understand.
Yeah. Do you have a lot of humidity in
Oh
Louisiana,
my
like
God. Well,
from
you
like
can
the
slice
swampy?
it, dice it, you can buy it by the cup.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Because I
Yeah,
mean, being here in a tropical state, it's always humid.
yeah,
It's yeah,
that's
same thing.
yep. And
You almost can't breathe sometimes.
yeah, like I said, you need a straw.
Yeah, exactly. So people are meeting up in Seattle, huh? Okay.
Okay.
So what's she
Well, that
saying?
that narrows it down.
So
And
she's
the
F
best
those
food,
humming
best
gurus.
yes, Jim. We have flavor. Our state is known, and I'm in the restaurant business, so I know about flavor.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh yeah.
Well, let's see how. Okay, so she's saying F the humming guru, and her technique is better. So I'm already liking the video here.
Oh,
Haven't even.
okay.
She hasn't even filmed it yet.
Uh-huh. But does yours hum? It's got it. Does a hum or buzz? I mean,
Yeah. Okay, so Pacific Audio Fest, Patrick. Okay, so because I know
Oh,
everybody's talking
cool.
about meeting up in Austin for that one. You got like concert buddying people going up to meet at that one.
Another one in Austin. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's maybe in
That's a
October.
7 hour drive for me, one way. I am 3.5, 4 hours from records.
Wow.
Yeah. So Patrick's my man.
Yeah, there you go.
Auctions, yeah. And he knows he's really great about that. Couple of guys
So
do
Fern
auctions.
has a large record collection. How many records do you have, Fern?
Yeah, large is relative. Let's see.
Oh,
I
he's 2 years
have,
older than Rachel. 67.
that's not old. That's ancient. No, I'm kidding.
Hey, look,
I'm right
I run an
behind you. I'm right
I
behind you. Trust me.
yeah. Listen, I run an assisted living facility. I've got 80, 90-year olds, so
Yeah. Okay.
you
Like,
guys are doing all right.
yeah. Yeah. Age is
Let's see.
relative. Just like having
Exactly.
lots of records. How many's a lot of records, right? It's all
Yep.
relative.
See, look, you're just a spring chicken.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Fern, you have 13 albums. That's your large collection. Is this okay? I don't know if Fern's messing with us.
Probably. I I got those delivered last week. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah,
Probably
yeah.
4 or 5.
Had a delivery of the size of your collection.
Yeah. Uh,
Jim thinks he's 14. Yeah, we all think we're like 16. I still have myself,
yeah.
where I'm running around. Oh,
I'm
I
this
lost my
many
light.
next week.
Yeah, exactly.
Uh,
Let's see.
Tasso smoke push. Oh yeah. You find it in the street, you can cook it. And if it's still moving, you can kill it.
They do that in parts of Florida. If it's still
Yeah.
warm, you pick it up. And I now that's yeah. I was more
Yeah.
city than
Yeah.
than that, but up in Newport Richie areas like that, they still do that. If it's
Yeah.
still warm, they're taking it home.
No, see, I was born and reared on the East Coast. So
Oh, there she goes.
I've been coming to Louisiana my whole life though.
Gotcha.
Yeah, there you go. That's a nice size fern. Not too
Yeah.
many. Yeah, if the records you really like, that's
Yep.
that. I wish I could pare mine down to that size.
I'm at I think I went over 800 or something. Like I said, I kind of got back into about 6 years ago.
Yeah.
Um, I have about 800 records, but I'm at that point too where I'm going, man, there's albums in there I haven't listened to. There's
Yeah.
albums that I couldn't name a song off of, and I'm like, that's not good. I need to
Need to
start playing
stop
some more of these
buying and
records.
start listening.
Yes. Yep.
And in the VC, there's a lot of us right now that if we keep saying that, and I hear a lot of people saying it, it's just not happening.
Yeah, it's
They
hard.
keep putting out this. It's like the new Cars album coming out
Yep.
on Rhino. That's supposed to
Yep.
be David from what's the name of his shows that long? David
You talking about out of Texas there?
DIO. Yeah. Like, okay, now I'm mad because I can't. I'm horrible. I am the worst person in the world with names. It's a
Yeah, I don't.
shame. Yeah, David Bianco.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he changed his name. I forgot what the name of it is,
yeah,
but
but
he's out of
it's
Texas.
Safe and Sound Texas.
Safe and Sound. Yeah, yeah, yeah. There
Yeah,
it is.
Yeah,
Malaya,
he's great. He's great people. And
yeah, yeah,
he just reviewed it and he said, "That's the creme a la creme."
yeah,
So somebody
yeah. I like,
will eventually send it to Patrick. Safe and sound,
yeah,
there it is. Somebody
yep,
will probably, you don't have it yet, Patrick? Probably somebody will send it to you. If they don't, I'll
yeah,
send you mine a copy once I get it. It's on
yeah.
order.
I'm
And
addressing Malaya's.
David said get rid of the others. Well, who are we going to get rid of them to?
Yeah, I know.
I
That's
mean,
the thing.
yeah, because
No, Malaya, I do not carry. Yeah, I don't have a gun. But I'm in a relatively safe area. I know where not to go, and I'm actually just a block from my house. So we're in a good little area. Every once in a while, we get some people from down the south area that like
well,
to come up in their cars and just check our cars.
Flo-
But that's the craziest it's gotten around here.
Florida's a uh, constitutional carry now, isn't it?
Oh yeah, you can just get a gun. You can just do whatever you want now.
Well,
I don't
you
want to
got to
get
go
into
through
the
the.
politics.
No, no,
There's
I'm.
yeah,
But you say you
yeah.
can just get a gun. You do have to go through the
It's
background check and all that. A lot of
uh,
people think it's you don't have to. You
it's
do.
yeah. They just lightened it up a little more than I'm comfortable with, but I
No,
don't.
you
Yeah,
have to go
it
through
is.
a federal FBI background check in order to purchase a firearm. There's no getting
Yeah,
around it. Unless, of course,
yeah.
you're a criminal buying it off the street
Right,
or you buy
right,
it from someone you personally know close.
right.
But
Yeah,
otherwise you
and
have and I'm all for background checks.
yeah, yeah,
But anyway, we'll drop that topic.
yeah. We
But
don't want to get on all that nonsense.
no, and
Um,
we're not being political, which is great.
no, no. Yeah, exactly.
Uh,
Um, but good
you
question.
love
Malaya with
New
a gun
Orleans.
scary. Yeah,
What's
Malaya with a
that?
gun on a Malaya with a gun is scary. They're saying.
Oh, look where
So
I live and probably someplace where you live. Children
yeah.
grow up with firearms and they
Oh,
know to respect them. It's a way of life.
oh, absolutely. I have many neighbors here who
Look, they
go to the gun
actually
range and all that. Yeah.
opening day is squirrel season. They cancel school for the kids because they're going out
Hmm.
with their parents for squirrel. Not
Yep.
so much for deer season because that's not a child's prey. But some children it is. When I say children, 12, 13, 10, depends
Right.
this on the child. Yeah. I'm in Oklahoma. All right, Fern. Music is
Is
my
it?
doctor. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Music's
There
a
you go.
heck of a healer. Absolutely.
Yeah, you don't want to live in that fear, Malaya, and I don't want to get too much into this, but you just don't instigate too. I see a lot of things where people instigate and get themselves in situations. I understand there's other situations where people blindside you, but a lot of times that anger and that like that road rage and you see fights all the time for no reason, and then
Yeah.
sometimes people end up shot. It's like you got to bring that anger in and don't address it. That's I think a lot of cases are that it's a spur of the moment. Somebody ends up killing somebody out of a one time thing, and now the rest of their lives are ruined. You know,
Yeah.
but I don't know where Malaya lives in relation to where I live, so she might be in a different environment than I am. So
Yeah.
you know, so
Yeah, I'm
I just don't
pretty
want to.
knowledgeable on the topic.
Yeah,
Actually, I'm very knowledgeable on the topic. I
yeah, and yeah,
follow it well.
yeah,
But
and that's fine. That's
yeah,
the nation we live in. But
well,
yeah,
it's
just
fun
one.
to go. The marksmanship is fun.
Oh yeah, I know friends that do the Western shooting. They go to
Oh,
competitions
cool.
and they
That's
go out
even
and
more
do
fun. You have
they
to
do
be
quick
really
draw and
good. Yeah.
oh yeah. I
Yeah.
haven't been to a live one yet, but I want to go watch them do it. They dress up like cowboys and they go
Oh,
out
yeah.
there and they
I'd love to do that too. That's
yeah.
something we could organize here. Matter of fact, that's pretty cool. Great
Well,
idea.
we'll get those records we want to get rid of and line them up and do fast draw on them.
Yeah, as long as you have a cleanup crew. Yeah. Don't want to trash the environment. Straight on YouTube.
Yeah, Malay, if you
Daytona.
want to, you can do a live stream and have a
Oh,
uh, fast draw shooters of the vinyl community. There you go.
who could drop the needle the quickest?
Right. Yeah. Yeah. The quickest draw.
My, I got a hopped up humming guru. How fast
Yeah.
can yours do it?
It's not how fast you can draw; it's how fast you can drop. Hop,
Yeah, that's it.
without skipping it
Oh,
across your record.
ooh, God, that gives me the chills.
Don't you hate that when yeah, I've done that and I'm like so careful and it's like you have that momentary
Not
lapse
good.
and you're like, oh my god. Yeah, it's
Uh,
heartbreaking.
well, I hadn't done that in decades. My 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 cartridge is like $1,300, so I am pretty
Mm,
careful with it. Yeah,
I've got a $400 range,
that
so
that's a very respectable. You can get some
yeah.
great sound out of stuff. It
Oh, it made a
it's
huge difference.
oh yeah. I had the Exact 2 on my Riga, the yellow one cartridge. It's a moving magnet. I liked it. I've seen other people say they didn't care for the sound, but I liked it. Was a little warmer sound than the Ania Pro I'm running now. But
Yeah.
I enjoyed the music from it. There's a lot of good cartridges out there, and you don't have to spend a gazillion dollars. But
No, and I have an Audio Technica. It's a good Audio Technica. It works for what I have.
yep,
But I
and you
noticed I wasn't getting enough oomph out of it. And the record store owner that I go to, he's like, try a different needle. I'm like, really? Had
yeah,
no idea. Put it
yeah,
on. I'm like, holy crap. I'm looking for
yeah.
amplifiers and all that. And the needle just brought the sound up and
We
it didn't make
I,
it, it made a huge difference.
humans tend to think that it's the always the most expensive, the worst thing that could ever happen, or whatever's broke. It's got to be the worst thing that can be broke, and most of the time, it's the simplest little thing that's either broken or can upgrade it to so much better. I found
Yeah,
that's what I found out over life. That
exactly.
we always feel that it's the gloom and doom, and a lot of times it ends up being a lot simpler. We like to make
Right.
things more complex than they are.
Yeah.
That's just human nature. But
Yep.
and plus you have children, special needs, prioritize in your life.
Oh, yeah.
I would not have a cartridge that I'm not wealthy, but I would not
No.
have a cartridge that expensive if I had, kids I'm paying to go through college or other things that, be better well spent on that money.
Right.
So
Yeah, exactly.
life's all priority and choices.
Yeah.
I haven't touched my gear or even thought of changing anything on it since I got that cartridge, and that's been a year and oh God, 2 years.
Yeah,
And
if it's where you want it and it sounds good, then
yep,
let it be.
every exactly. I am happy,
Yeah,
and the missus is happy. She's into it as well.
good. Yeah,
So yeah, it's always. I have a unicorn. I've been told it's nice to have a
yeah, you
unicorn.
do. You
Yeah.
do.
Yep.
Well, we got Malaya checking out, and we have Fern, and I'm right around the
All
corner from
right.
the house. But this is good. I'm glad. Yeah, we got about 5 to 8 people up. That was fun.
Yeah.
I
Everybody
try to get
did
up
hit
here.
the like button. You're gonna leave
Yeah,
this up so people can
yeah, I think so. There's
get you some more
nothing.
views. I mean,
Yeah, there,
are you monetized? Do you need hours?
no, I got to get. Yeah, I have to get the viewing hours in. Yeah, I
Yeah,
have the
that's what I'm
subs.
saying.
Yeah, so I'll
Okay.
keep it up. I don't think
Yeah.
there's anything nobody wants kept up. Doesn't want kept up kind of
No,
thing.
nobody
So
said anything. Here we go. I
yeah.
swiped the needle off at $2,000 cartridge. The
Oh
active
yeah, I saw that.
17K. Okay.
Ouch.
Yeah, whatever you
Ouchie.
do, don't sell our gear for what we told our spouses we spent on
Yeah.
it.
Uh, uh. All
All
right,
right.
guys. Well, good to see you. Thanks for checking in. I
Peace.
appreciate it, and I will
God
see you
bless
guys soon.
everyone
All right.
here.
Yeah.
Thanks,
You take
John.
care, man.
Appreciate you. God
Yeah. You take
bless.
care.
Bye
All right.
bye.
Bye.